one. Hi, I'm Fitz from fitzness.com, and today I'm here with the Smucker Stars on Ice Tour in Orlando, Florida at the Amway Arena, and I'm here with Michael Weiss.
How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, thanks.
He's an amazing skater, jumps very high, does lots of loop-de-loops. I'm horrible with the terminology, so I apologize, but...
No, I do loop-de-loops. No, I do a lot of triple jumps, backflips, and stuff like that on the ice.
Wow. And do you ever reconsider doing a backflip on little blades on ice?
You know what? I'm lucky. I come from a background. My dad was in the Olympics in gymnastics many years ago. My mom was a national champion in gymnastics, so I'm used to being upside down. I was tossed around a lot as a kid, so pretty much since I was about 12 or 13 years old, I've been doing a backflip on the ice. So it's kind of as my way up. I'm pretty comfortable upside down.
Because I watch you guys, and I'm concerned, as anybody would be. I mean, I really look and think, don't do that. Do you have that response from other people too?
Yeah, it is. I think that's what makes it exciting too. And in the show here that we have seats that are on the ice. A lot of people say it's a completely different perspective, than when you see it on TV, number one, and even when you're a little bit further back. When you get right down here on the ice, you feel the speed and the power of the skaters as they go by. And John and Kyoko do this element where he throws her up, turns around, she's like in a complete straddle. He catches her on the other side, puts in between his legs, and all these types of awesome acrobatic maneuvers. And you really get a sense for the athleticism and the speed and the power that is generated when you're right here on the ice.
Well, it's fantastic, and like I said, I'm totally impressed and totally alarmed at the same time. So this is my spin on ice skating. You have to be in great shape to do these things. So tell me what you're doing to stay in shape besides ice skating.
Well, we do a show every night that also keeps us in great shape. I mean, it's a 2.5-hour show, and we're pretty much doing cardio the entire time. I'm on the ice 8 different times, 4 times in the first half, 4 times in the second half, 2 solo numbers, an opening and finale. So cardio-wise, I mean, by the end of the night, we sweat off a lot of weight. But in addition to that, we're actually having a contest between ourselves, too. Myself and John Zimmerman and Todd Eldridge are all trying to really keep in great shape this tour. So we had before pictures at the start of the tour back in November. We're going to do after pictures at the end of the tour in April. So we're working out. I mean, I do cardio each night. Sometimes John actually got me started on running. I was more like elliptical, recumbent bikes, those type of things to keep in shape. Didn't like jogging as much because it kind of jarred my joints a little bit. But he got me turned on to it, and I've slowly been integrating that into my workout too. He's gotten me up to running a couple miles a day. And it's good cardio-wise, but I do a lot of weightlifting. I do a lot of weight training. It's difficult sometimes because sometimes you get to a hotel and they have a great fitness room, and they got all the machines, and you can pretty much get every workout in you want. And those times I really try and work out as much as possible because you never know what the next hotel is going to be like.
That's kind of sad a little bit.
It is.
Are professional skaters in a crappy hotel gym?
Well, you know what you're going to get. You may get a gym that has many different pieces of machine. You may get one that just has one of those universal pieces that's like everything all at once.
And it's stuck and it doesn't move slowly. Right. I've been to that gym.
Yep.
I've been there too.
But that teaches you that you can pretty much work out anywhere. We travel a lot with those elastobands, and you can make a workout with that anywhere. We do it in the locker room, and even to add to our workout each night, we've been doing this. At the end of the show, after a long show, we in the locker room we try and bust out as many push-ups as we can.
Oh, and that's my other question. I was just going to ask you that. How many can you do?
Well, right now over the course we did over 250 the other day.
Alone?
During the course of the show, not consecutively in a break. I did about 70 and then another 70 and then
you're doing that between your routines.
I usually do it. I do like 30 before my solo number.
Okay.
Because I want to get awake, but I don't want to get so exhausted that I can't get through my number.
Right.
But then after my second solo number is when I do like a set of 60 or 70, and then I go out one more time where I'm not as doing a routine that's as strenuous for me. So then I come back out again, and after the finale, at the end of the show, then we bust out like as many as we can. It may be 40, maybe 50, maybe 60, and so we just try and get as many as we can. And if you got a bar, you do pull-ups where you can. If you pretty much make an exercise anywhere you can.
Are you trying to get on my good side? Because my favorite exercises are push-ups and pull-ups.
No, I mean that's.
You didn't choreograph this just to impress me.
No, absolutely not. I mean That's the way. Well, when I grew up in a family of athletes. So my 2 older sisters were national and world champions in diving and skating as well. So my parents were always like, you know what, you make a workout wherever you can. I remember being in many hotels when I was real little. My dad would basically just sit on a chair and he'd be like, okay, bench press me. And so you'd have to do that.
Fitness.
I mean, you pretty much can do it anywhere you want to. You just gotta be a little bit innovative.
And that's excuse-free training because wherever you are, you have your own body weight, and you can just make it happen in the desert, in a hotel room, in the fanciest gym in the world.
Yep.
You can do those things.
Yeah,
I love it. You could be a fitness trainer. If skating doesn't work out somehow, you come work with me.
Sounds great.
Although it seems to be working out, so I won't hold my breath. But you just get bored with it one day, maybe, and you want to join forces. We could get America fit together, or the world.
Well, as you know, it's all about discipline and motivation. If you're motivated to do it, you can find anywhere to work out. You just got to put on a pair of shoes and run. You know, you can pretty much do anything. And running, like I said, is not my chosen. You know, it's not something that I like to do. But you know, you can do it. You can walk. You can jog. You can hop on a bike. You can do any of those types of things. But running's good for me now that I do it on an interval basis. Like, I can't do it every single day because then it starts to get on, it starts to jar me a little bit. So I try and integrate it in. I'll do a recumbent bike one day, I'll do elliptical the other day, a Stairmaster another day, and then, go out for a long jog.
And what about your eating habits?
That's the hardest thing on tour to do, mainly because, when catering, when you come to these arenas, sometimes it's any and everything. I mean, it's, slopped together. I mean, a lot of high fat, fried stuff, things like that. So we, afterward on the bus, we've been able to request some of the stuff that we like.
Okay.
So I've been able to get things that you can do easily. We get cans of tuna fish. John turned me on to this rice that basically you just add water and throw it in the microwave, and it's pretty quick. So if you get rice and tuna fish, where you can, we'll get grilled chicken, stuff like that. I basically try and eat a lot of protein at night, which most people do. Grilled chicken, tuna fish are my favorites. Steak if we can get it. And then in the daytime, try and eat clean with rice and a little bit of energy. And also we try and get steamed vegetables too.
Wow.
So try to, but you know what? I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to say that I always eat all those things. I do occasionally they send cookies backstage a lot. And that's my biggest thing. Like, a lot of the fans will send cookies or sweets or cakes and all this stuff. And I walk in, and I just shake my head. I'm like, you guys are killing me. And I try and just basically do, like, maybe once or twice a week. I'll have a couple of them here and there. But if I do it before the show, I kind of feel a little bit better because, you know what, I'm burning them off during the course of the show. So.
Now, would you like to request to your fans right now to send you a fruit basket?
Yeah, send me a fruit basket. Vegetables and...
broccoli?
Yeah, broccoli.
Yeah, he wants a broccoli basket.
Yeah.
Broccoli is your favorite junk food cookies?
I'd have to say ice cream and cookies are probably my two favorite sweets.
And what's your favorite healthy food?
I eat grilled chicken on any and everything.
Okay.
I love chili. I mean, people think it's boring. My wife gets sick of cooking this, trying to come up with different recipes for the same chicken.
Right.
And I'm like, you know what?
Mix and match.
I'm the same guy. I could have the same thing all the time.
Yeah.
I'm pretty boring that way. Just got to think of food as energy. It's just like fuel, You put gas in your body, you put gas in your car, and it's the same thing. And every now and then you enjoy, some real nice foods, but everything in moderation, I guess.
He's hitting it right on the head, folks. If this is my fitness expert status just got equaled and matched by Michael Weiss, who does not have a fitness degree, but apparently understands fitness. So I love it. That's very good advice. Now, what's on your MP3 player?
Oh, my goodness. I got a whole bunch of stuff. Right now, I just had a playlist that I made. I have an 8-year-old and a 9-year-old, a boy and a girl. And so my playlist consists of, all the things like Eminem and Britney Spears and, Hannah Montana and Cheetah Girls and, all that type of stuff. But for myself, I listen to a variety of stuff. I listen to, a lot of Aerosmith, Led Zeppelin, even Queen, some older stuff.
Very
But
nice.
you know what? I also like Beethoven, Mozart, those type of things too. So you can pretty much hear me, I'd be listening to almost anything. Country, not so much. There's maybe 5 or 6 country songs I'm into, but I like classical, like classic rock. I like even some stuff that's on the radio now, too.
I can imagine you become very cultured with music from your sports, so you have to be open to a lot, right?
That's one of the real nice things about our sport is at a young age it exposes us to a lot of different styles of music. I've skated to Van Halen, and then turned around and skated my long program to Puccini. So, I mean, pretty much both ends of the spectrum, I get, exposure to at a young age. So it's good.
Now, where's your favorite place of vacation?
Anything in the Caribbean. My wife and I
choice.
love white beaches, sipping a pina colada by really white, clear water.
Wow.
We just went, actually, I'd say, if I had to pick one spot, my wife and I renewed our wedding vows, our 10th wedding anniversary in Cozumel, Mexico.
Very nice.
In September.
That's a beautiful place.
Yeah, it's fantastic, and that's the epitome of like crystal clear, not a wave, not a ripple in the water. It was perfect.
And do you work out while on vacation?
Yeah, I do, because it's just become a lifestyle for my wife and I. That's actually how we met. She was a jazz dancer in college, and she started working with me and choreographing my programs. So she choreographed all my Olympic programs in '98 and 2002, and so yeah, that's pretty much how we met.
And that's also a good hint for those of you who want to get with a skater, is maybe start doing choreography or dancing or something like that. Yeah. Not this guy, because he's already taken, but if you were to consider that. Well, I am Fitz with Michael Weiss on this beautiful tour, and I'm so excited to see your show tonight. And thank you so much for spending your time with me.
Thank you very much for having me.
And now it's their turn to get to work.